Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts and welcome. So today I want to work on some art labels with you guys. So we're going to do a little mixed media, get out our acrylic paints, stamps, and fun things that we can use around the house to stamp with and stuff. So just different things like that. And what they are just the little labels that come off like that. And if you don't have any labels or anything, you could just do this with regular just copy paper or even line paper if you wanted to. So let's get started and I'll meet you guys over at the table. So if you do not have a brayer, I'm going to show you guys what you can do here. So what we're going to use is a baby wipe. So this works great. And then afterwards you can use this in a project if you wanted to with all the paint and stuff on it. It'd be kind of cool just to have it on a cover or something like that, a journal cover. I don't know. That could be kind of cool. So that'd be fun to save and see what you can make out of it. All right, so what I want to start with is I have white. This is just acrylic paint so far. I just got white, black, gold, green. It's like a brilliant yellow green, blue, and purple. Okay. So let's see. So let's go ahead and start. And what I have down here is just silicone mats. So this is a silicone mat, and so is this one. Just easy cleanup. I'll make sure to put the link down below for you guys. If I forget to put any of the links I mentioned down below, just remind me in the comments, and I'll make sure to get them for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and start. I just got water here in case I need it. And my stencil brush, that'll be for later, because right now we're just going to use the wipe. And let's start with, let's do a lighter color. I'll just go ahead and do the green here. Wipe. Start making some marks on here. It's just about how you want to do it. If you want to do circles, lines, whatever suits you. And remember, we're going to try not to get this too wet, because if you get it too wet, it'll make it so the labels won't stick anymore. But that's okay. You can just use a glue stick, like when you're doing projects and stuff with them. So, ooh, look at that. That is a vibrant color, huh? I like that. Okay. And any paints that I leave over here, we'll incorporate and probably do another one. Another little label sheet here. Okay, so we went and did the lighter color. And then we also got to keep in mind, if we keep going over the top with this different color and stuff like that, it'll make it like a muddy brown. So we'll just have to be careful for that. So if you want, you can let them dry in between. I don't have the patience for that one. We're just going to keep on going. Okay, and then I'm going to move to a different part of the baby wipe. Get some of this. So this is a great thing to do if you don't have a brayer or anything like that to play with. I mean, you can see that this works great. You could do light touches, heavier, just however you want to do it. This is just giving us our background here. Like that. We'll throw a little bit of purple in there. Don't really need much. Come on. Down. I'm not really doing any circles or anything, but you can do whatever you feel when you want to do this here. huh? And some wispy lines. Okay. Let's see, should we do a little splash of gold throughout? Why not? Oh, that's what needed, huh? A little bit of gold. Gotta have gold. Okay. There we go. That's what we got so far. That turned out really cool. And I'm going to let this layer, I'm going to let it dry for about 10 minutes and then we'll come right back. Okay, I want to show you guys, I have a little green here and just some tissue paper that I already had paint on. So I'm just going to use that to wipe some of this up because I don't think we're going to use the green again. We'll probably just do the one label sheet here because I think this video will get too long if I do too many. So this kind of is fun paper to play with later, like in projects and stuff. So if you have any like, even napkins would be great. Those are great to play with and put in projects later. But tissue paper, deli paper, anything like that works amazing. So I was just getting some of that on there so I don't waste the paint. And I'll be back and we'll do some marks on here. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the black acrylic here. I've let this dry maybe 5 minutes or so. Just kind of so it's not really wet. Okay. Black. And what I have here is just one of those pool noodles, like those big long foam pool noodles. And I just cut off pieces of an old one. And this works great to make some circles or even to take it and just do sponge little splots all over the place. But let's go ahead and make some circles real quick. I'm just kind of rubbing it around and getting it evenly around. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're just really just making some marks. Yep, that's it. Make some marks. Yeah, those are fun. Okay, I don't want to overdo anything. We got that, and then I want to take some white here. It's ready to come out there. Jeez. And then I want to take the edge of this sponge. Just do some, let's get some interest around. Like that. Just add a little bit of something. You can still see the colors through. Oh, I got a little black on that one. Okay. So that is definitely something fun to do. So those are just some things that you can find around the house. And I also have a just paper towel roll that I just cut off, and we can use the other end here. Neat. So this is definitely an option. Just in case you don't have any stamps or anything like that, you can just grab some stuff around the house. Makes like some circle marks. And remember, these are just going to be little labels that we take off, so it doesn't have to be a perfect circle or anything like that. So that's kind of fun. I don't want to overdo anything. I always tend to overdo it. Okay. And then another thing you can have is like, this was the top of a peanut container, and all these little pokies are great. These are fun to use. Just take it. Get all those marks. These are definitely fun to play with. Get all those little groove marks. Is that neat? And I like to wipe it off just because I don't want to get, because if it sits there in it, it'll make it so the, you know, it will just get it all caked up and won't stamp as good. So I just like to go ahead and wipe it off real quick. Okay. Now we're getting a lot on here. I might have to do another label, but is that neat? Okay. And then I also have, just to show you guys, I don't even know if I can get it on this one, but you know what? We can move this to the side and probably play with another one here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some paint on there real quick. I'm going to do this in a time lapse because I'm going to do the same thing and just get some paint down real quick, and then I'm going to show you guys some other things that we can add to it. Okay, so I dried it with my heat gun, and you can see it kind of curls it. So that's up to you if you want to, if you don't have patience, you want to do that. But it does give it a little curl. Okay, so what I wanted to show you guys is, I still got a little bit of tacky spots right there, but I have a, it's a makeup brush cleaner, and it's like a silicone little thing here, and this is a great stamper to stamp with here. So this is something that's cheap and inexpensive. You can get, I just got it at like Dollar General, so it's just like a little cheapo little thing there. So let's see. And brown. Yeah. So just things that you can find, you know. Any, like, you're out at the store or something and you see and you're like, oh, that would be kind of cool to use as a stamper, and you'd be surprised what you can find to stamp with, or even around your house. Bubble wrap's a good one. I just don't have any right by me. Bubble wrap's a great one to use. Okay, so I don't want to overdo that. So that's, I love that. Then I made a video showing you guys how I made stencils using just glue. It's a glue gun. So I just have different ones here. So let's do this one. And you can just take your stencil brush. So this is a great video. Oh, I'll make sure to put it on the end screen so you guys can come check it out. Just at the end of the video, it'll be one of those little videos you can click on and show you guys how to do some glue stick stencils. Okay, so that's definitely an option. I think, oh, and what else I have is I went to the hardware store and got these little house numbers that you could put, you know, to stencil on your house and stuff. And these work great in projects. So like if you want to do some numbers, if you want to throw some numbers down, like this is a cent sign, a little cent sign, and I thought that would be fun. Add. I you just look around and see what you got. You do all kinds of just different things to add to your little sticker labels here. And like I said, if you don't have any labels, which I don't even think I showed you guys what labels I have here, but these are the labels. That's what they look like. And I can put the Amazon link down below if I can find it. It was a while ago I got these. And I'll try to put that in my Amazon links. But it is 10 of them. And they're 2 inches tall by 4 inches wide. And then when we're all done, I'll take off the out part of it, the outer part, and you guys can see. I can even show you one. But they're 2 inches by 4 inches. So they're great to use. Like, and you can use them in your junk journals and label them on some stuff around your craft room. Happy Mail. Those are great to send out for Happy Mail. You can make a little postcards with them, or, you know, little cards and stuff. I mean, there's so many different things you could do. You can just incorporate them throughout your junk journals. So these are fun to use. These are just a cheap cardboard. Next time you go to the hardware store or anything like that, just see what you can find. And just go in the section of, you know, putting the numbers on your houses and stuff like that. So those work great. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is, I got some fun stencils here. And if I remember, I'll put these down below. So these are great. They got the coffee stain, just the back, they're like background stencils. So these are definitely fun to add throughout. I mean, we got different things here. I like that one. And you got a wood panel. I like the wood panel too. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to take some of these, go through. I wonder if white will show up. And you could just go through and just keep layering. Oh, and what I went and got is some cotton fabric. I got some cotton fabric and got it wet. And I'm going to use this to wipe up and stuff so I can recycle and use these in my slow stitch projects. So once it sits out and dries and stuff, I love to do slow stitching. And these work great. So, and they're great to clean up with. And then you can incorporate them in your slow stitch projects. I got another stencil. This is just a stencil brush. So you can just go through to see what stencils you have. See, that just adds another little element to it, you know. That one's great. I like this one. Looks like, what, tire marks or something? I'm not quite sure. Let's go through our 5 here. That. You can just layer it up. It's all about just getting it layered up and, you know, letting it dry in between if you need to, because you really don't want to make it all murky. But it's just so much fun to do. Like, I can see me doing this for a while. And let me know in the comments if you guys want to see me do a video on what I do with these. Like a fun little project we could do together. So comment down below. If I get enough comments, I will definitely incorporate a fun video showing how I use these. We can make a fun project with it. Sorry, I'm reaching over here. But what else I have is, I got my acrylic block here, and then I just have some travel stamps or ticket stamps and travel stuff. So I'll try to make sure to put this one down below too. I got this one off Amazon, and I have a permanent ink is what I use. I know a lot of people do archival ink, which is great. I just don't have any. I just do like a permanent ink that you can get like at any office store. Like this is Office Depot, and it's just a refill black. And it's just pretty much just just an ink that I use, but it's permanent. And for that reason, you will see me put some gloves on, and I reuse my gloves until I get a hole in them, because I really do like to recycle. I don't want to throw a pair of gloves in the landfill, you know, if I don't have to. Use it as much as I can. Just take your stamps might invest into some archival ink too. I like the ink pad too, that it's easier to use. More crafter friendly. And then there we go. You can see that. And I'll make sure to get a close up at the end so you guys can see everything. I want to do the same one over and over. Another one. Just go through, see what you got. Love the stamp. Stampings are great. I'm going to wash these off later. I don't like to keep them all dirty. So stamping. That is definitely a plus. So go through, see which stamps you got. Pop those on there. Okay, and oh, shouldn't put it away. But word stamps are great too. I just got my word stamps. You can do the exact same thing with that. Let's swap it up here. Let's do this one. Put some words on it. I think that one's drying nicely. Let's see. This is the first one that we did. So I'm just taking, let me get some words on there. Always want some words, right? So this is just so much fun to do. And then I got this one with the birds and the words. Birds and words. And you can see I'm just not doing it perfect, you know, because there's no reason to. You just want to get a little bit of interest on your little label there. Let me stay in frame. Okay. Those are fun to play with. Stamping. Oh, I keep wanting to put this away. And then now I got my big, like, fun ones here. So I got just, or my wood blocks, you know. So I got a big butterfly, and I did a March flower, some March flowers here. Okay. So you just go through and do some stamping. I mean, really, you can make this as crazy as you want, or, you know, less. You don't have to do as much as I'm doing here. And on your, however you want to do it. I'm getting it loaded down here. But I really love it. I love the interest and stuff. Getting so cool. Okay. And just go through. And like I said, you can wait for these to dry in between. That. And you can even take your gesso would work great too, but let's see, does this work? I don't know if it'll show up. Oh, that's kind of cool. Just kind of more of a muted color. But yeah, I mean, just play around with it. It's just so much fun to do. And then just make sure if you're going to use paint, I would recommend either gesso or acrylic paints because it comes off easy. Just give it a wipe down because you don't want it to get stuck in your crevices of your stamp there. But, you know, you can play around with different colors to stamp down and do, you know, fun things like that. So there we go. And let me get this all cleared up and dried off a little bit, and we'll take a look at them.